Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for this beautiful dark skin lady, I'll be using micellar water from MS Method to clean her face, and TM Essentials Glow Essence and Cosrx Power Museum as my serum. Yes, I mix both of them. You can try it. If it works for you, fine. No, I don't say it to work for you. I'm just saying me, I mix my own two of them because I feel they almost do the same work. But if they don't do the same work, no problem, I stand to be corrected. This is Cosrx moisturizer. This moisturizer is my favorite, and I'm going to blend using this flat brush, and keep blending, and maybe use my hand. They said they don't use hand to blend on YouTube, but that's the rules they gave me as a first time YouTuber, that I should not blend with my hand. But here I am blending with my hand. Okay, so I'll be using Embryolisse for her second moisturizer and still using my brush to blend in. You can use your hand to blend in, or maybe you can do it off camera so that they will not show you. Okay, so I'll be using a Milk primer as a primer. This is the only primer I'll be using for her. So I'm focusing on her T-zones because those are the places that people really break her from. So I will blend. Please try to avoid under the eyes when you're doing foundation primer. So this is foundation from V Beauty, and this is Ghana. This shade is Ghana. Okay, so I'm using a small brush to go in first before my big brush. Now look at. So you have to blend. Some people cannot blend with brush. If you can't blend with brush, better use beauty blender to blend. Whichever one that works for you, try to use what works for you. This concealer is from V Beauty in 07. So I'll be blending into her skin, still using my brush first to blend, because I believe brush enters some corners that beauty blender cannot enter. But anyone that works for you, please just use it. Though there is no rule to this makeup thing. Just do you. All we know that is that you should get a flawless look end of the day. Okay, so I'll be applying all the places I'm going to be highlighting. As you can see it here, just use your eye and see the places I'm highlighting. I don't have to start naming them, you're already seeing it. Thank you. Okay, so I'll be using beauty blender. This beauty blender is from Girls Corner to blend into her skin. Make sure your beauty blender is damp. Don't use the dry beauty blender, if not you get patches. Don't use a wet beauty blender, if not you will get patches. Just let it be damp while I not too much like this. Okay, now this is I've already gone ahead to set under her eyes, and I don't want to start going into details of this. I'm using Fenty Beauty powder in 470. Yes, 472 as a powder. As you can see, the powder is her skin match. Like try and invest in good stuff. Seriously, I so much love Fenty powder. I love the effect it gives. They call it pro filter, and it's actually a filter. Like the powder is giving, I love it so much. There are other powders that are better than this, but this is the one that my money reach. Fenty powder. It's not even like it's cheap. It's like 35,000. Okay, I'll be using 450 now. I use 470 for her all over her face. I'm using 450 for the places I highlighted for her, so it won't be dark. Okay, so I'll be using Morphe in Prodigy. This Prodigy has kind of a very beautiful warm effect. I don't know why it did not really show well on video. Video does not do justice to somebody's work. Well, it is well. I will soon buy my camera. If I buy my camera, I will scatter all of you on this YouTube. Just wait for it. I will soon get my own camera. For now, I'll be managing my iPhone SS Max. At least it is trying. So I'm going to contour around her jaw area to make her jaw smaller. Her jaw is already small, but I'm just doing it. Okay, now I'm going to contour her nose. This small brush, I don't even know where this brush is from. I think it's from AliExpress. Okay, we are still contouring her nose to make it smaller. You contour. Please don't make your nose too harsh. I used to make my nose too harsh until God delivered me. Okay, now this setting powder I'm using for under her eyes is from Beauty by AD in beige. Yeah, this is beige in Beauty by AD. Beauty by AD has one of the best setting powder in the whole of Nigeria. Prove me, and anywhere, take me anywhere. She has one of the best setting powder. Mirac is good. Mirac from Laefa Beauty is also very good. Anyone that works for you, just focus on that. So look at the places I'm putting my setting powder. I'm putting close to her mouth too, so that it can help to define the face for me. I might not really go into details why I do this, but don't do it if you don't understand it. Please don't do whatever you don't understand. Okay, now this is certain powder I use, that is beige. Okay, now this eyeshadow is from Ruba Beauty. This is my first time of using this product, and I'm giving them 100%. Like the eyeshadow is very nice and it doesn't break at all. So when you're applying your eyeshadow, try to use something, a soft brush. It is very, very good that you use a soft brush. Okay, so from there we are going to be using the orange color as our transition to blend out. Okay, I like this orange effect. It gives this beautiful warm effect for eyeshadows. Now I'm missing with something darker because that one is a bit too bright and she's a dark skin. So just see the way I'm blending. These my children that are crying in the background are really problem, because I have tried to look for a way to shoot this film so that they will not be crying. But let's go back. See the way I'm blending. And while you are blending, please try to use a soft brush. What you're using to apply eyeshadow, your application and your applicator matters a lot. Sometimes you say eyeshadow breaks, they break, now your hand they break. Okay, still the Ruba Beauty. Okay, did I show the color I'm picking? Oh my god, I didn't get to show the color I picked for this, but the color is there. If you can get that eyeshadow, look for them on Instagram, look for them anywhere and just buy it. You will see this particular color on that eyeshadow, and that's not the only color we're using. You see the way I'm blending out small, so I will not just create a harsh line. The brush is also soft. I'll be using this yellow one. Look at the one I used before. I'll be using the yellow one on the eyeball. This is just to create a spark there. Can you see it? Like it's looking like sunset. Then it's too much now. Give me clap for you. Push a clap for me. All these things I'm teaching you would not pay me any money. You two have not started paying me money, and I can't wait for them to start paying me. Okay, going back to this thing. So I have to wet my brush. If not, there will be so much fallout on the face. So wet your brush if you want to do any shimmers. Okay, now back to that eyeshadow. I'm going to take a dark shade just to make her eyes darker. Now compare this side and that side. See now, see. But if you know you like your own the way it was before, leave it like that. Me, I'm not normal like this. I can eyeshadows. I don't like basic eyeshadows, so I am not normal. But if you're not normal like me, you can do this one. Okay, now I'm using a Polar Beauty black pencil. This Polar Beauty black pencil is very nice. Like it pops very well. You don't even have to stress it. So my little advice to you is that when you're applying this under eye pencil, try and be fast and be gentle. Don't go and carry mat and sleep there, so that your clients will not cry you a river. Some of you will sleep there. It is well. So for our lip, okay, we are using Younger Beauty brand lip stain to line first. So I don't know the name of this particular Younger brand lip stain, but I use it all the time, and I'm just surprised that I don't know the name. So but I'll check it and put on the description box. Now I'm using Sopro Nude. I think the name of this particular lip stain is Nude, but I'll find out about it and put on the description box for you. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using a blending brush to blend, because what you use to apply the lip is very, very important. If you can use something that is strong like this, it will just be breaking. You will not say, then which lip should I buy? You, I'm not always lucky with lip. So what I'm telling you now, that it is possible that you are your own problem because of how you blend the lip. Take it gentle with the lips. Now I'm using all V Beauty lip gloss. Now I'll be using that brown one first for the places I lined for her. See how dark it is. It's the one darker than the first one we used, but just that I wouldn't want to use gloss direct on her lip without applying anything. So the one I applied first is like a hold for this one. I believe I'd not say, I'm too careful with my words here. Let them not say this one, this person said this one. Just learn the one you can learn. Anyone that you think is not your thing, leave it. Understand the one you can understand. Okay, so now I'm using I'll find the names of these lip stains. I didn't even check them, but this is the nude one. I'll be using it. See how intense it looks. It doesn't break at all. It doesn't. It's so, I don't even know the language to use. English failed me. Okay, I'm using the clear gloss now to blend everything. See how I'm blending. So what you use to apply your lip is very, very important. That brush I'm holding is actually very soft. That brush you see there, if you use something that is strong, your lip will break. Definitely it will break. So just take your time, just the way you take time for your brows. Also take your time to blend your lip. Blend and blend and blend. Even if your client is in a hurry, tell them to sit down for you to blend the lip well. I'm using Sephora in Sienna. I so much love this powder. Look at how rich it is. So this is a finishing powder. Like I told you in my other videos, your finishing powder is different from your normal compact powder. As a makeup artist, you need to have a finishing powder. Okay, Sephora is another finishing powder that I love, but my favorite is still MAC. No matter anything, I feel MAC has more coverage than Sephora. But the one your hand reach, buy. You don't say it then say make you go buy the one where your hand no reach. Okay, what am I doing now? I'm still using the Sephora for under her eyes. Okay, now this is Fenty in 450. I'm using it for under her eyes. Okay, because I wouldn't want to use that Sephora is dark. If I use under her eyes, it will get darker. Now see what I just did. Now I used milk. Sometimes when you're applying this under eye, it just looks so white, so you can use milk to bring it down. And this is my airbrush, my spray. Look at under her eyes. Look at the milk I use under her eyes. I cannot spray that place, so I have to spray on my brush, on my beauty blender to apply under the eyes. Okay, now we move to take Chineke now. It's in fellow. Content creator, YouTube, they won't bring out. Okay, this is the Healer blush. You see the one I'm using. I'm missing both of them. She will smile small. Okay, I will just apply. I was having a bad lighting. You see this look, it's better than what you're seeing here. I was having a bad lighting to set up light for that skin now. I'm using MAC Cosmetics in Gold Deposit just on her nose, and that's all. I don't like putting highlight for dark skin people. I feel it comes out very dirty. I don't know, if you don't do it well, it doesn't come out fine. Then I'll go back to the brows again using my almighty Davis pencil. Okay, sometimes before you are done with the makeup, the brows, you don't see it again, just go back and apply again. If you don't see your contour again, go back and apply again. Whatever you don't see again, go back and apply again. There is no rule to this makeup. I just keep saying it. So this is So Pro. Sell it, and we are done. Ta-da! I was having a bad lighting. See, this look is funner than what you see here. Don't worry, I'll soon start using a camera. For now, I'm using my phone. Thank you for watching. I love you. Subscribe.